Welcome back, subscribers, and welcome new viewers. Today is going to be Virgo monthly, October monthly general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South nodes of the Moon. And on the 27th of September, we had Mercury go retrograde in Libra. That will go direct on the 18th. On the 5th of October, which is tomorrow, Pluto in Capricorn, 24 degrees, goes direct. On the 6th is the new moon in Libra, 13 degrees. The 11th, Saturn in Aquarius goes direct. And then again on the 18th, Jupiter in Aquarius also goes direct. And then finally, on the 20th, the full moon will be in Aries, and I believe that's 27 degrees. So that's for all of you who would like to check those transits out with your natal wheel and any of the planets that are opposing, conjuncting, or squaring any of those transits in your natal wheel and or your north or south nodes of the moon, because all of that will be specifically affecting you differently, each and every one of you who has any of those. So you can look online and check that out. You can leave me a comment. If you have a specific question or an email, you can email me. And all of my information is in the drop-down box below all of my videos. Okay. All right, so let's see, Virgos, what is your strongest energy for the month of October that is assisting you in whatever you are having to deal with this month? Okay, so this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South nodes of the Moon for Virgo. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's number 10. So 10, significant for you. We might be seeing tens. Sign or synchronicity. It's also, some of you could be ending a cycle. There's a completion. And it's authority. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. Oh, that's so neat. Oh, Virgos. So you can look at that. This assists in opening up that energy subconsciously. And pause the video if you need to. Okay. Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Wow. That's very calming, very stabilizing. It's solid. It's just very solid, yet fluid and soft at the same time, if that makes sense. That's what it feels like. It's impenetrable. So it cannot be penetrated, yet it's so soft and fluid and gentle at the same time. Wow. Strong as steel and gentle and kind and loving. Wow. That's neat. It's a neat energy. Okay. All right, so let's see, Virgos. What comes out my soul deck? What is going on with Virgos? What do they need to know for this month of October to assist them on their path, on their journey? true realization and authority and being that energy, that true energy of authority. Wow, it's beautiful. Okay. Okay. Virgos, sun, moon, rising, north or south nodes of the moon. For Virgos, which card gonna help Virgos? Oh shoot, I apologize, just a moment. I apologize, Virgos. I normally don't have that phone in here. I apologize. Okay. Okay, so let's see, back to Virgo. Back to Virgo. Okay, let me just pick one. It's not coming out. So let's see what's going on with Virgos. What I'm getting from this card is you've been doing self-reflection. And I'm showing you this card because you also can get something specific for yourself that I'm not receiving. Since this is a general reading, I'm receiving the strongest energies that are coming in. So, okay, so let me see here. I also am getting, you're taking a look at your mask. Some of you are removing your mask, or you're seeing what your mask is. And by that, I mean, you're seeing who you have been acting like, who you have been showing to the world, but it's not your true self. You've been wearing a mask. You've been hiding yourself behind something that you're not, someone that you're not. And that can mean a whole bunch of things, different things. Again, it's a general reading, but this is what you are doing self-examination with you, and taking a look and seeing and facing. I'm also getting facing certain things that aren't you. So maybe some of you have been going along with the crowd because you have been wanting to be liked. You're afraid of, if you step out and you be your independent self and stand up for you, which goes against your friends or your family or just the community or the in general in the world, you've been fearing that for whatever reason. And this is some of you. You are taking a look at that, and you are doing, again, self-examination. And some of you are stepping out and removing those masks and choosing to stand on your own 2 feet, regardless of what anyone else thinks. But you're standing up for yourself. And I'm getting, this is a very responsible thing to do. This is very, very essential for you, and essential to do it in the most honest and mature way that you possibly can. Because some of you are going against or standing up, and I don't want to say against, but to others or to whoever you're standing up and being yourself to, they might feel that you are now turning on them, or they're taking it hard, or they can, or maybe that's what you're afraid of, that you are going to be turned out by you choosing to be you and live your life according more to who you truly are. You've been giving in. Some of you've been giving in. Because you've been gaining something. Absolutely, we do that. But you are now seeing, Virgo, some of you, that what you have been giving into, it isn't serving you anymore. It's actually starting to harm you. You are feeling strong enough, some of you, to be able to face that about yourself. And if it has to do with others or another, you're facing that and how to remedy the situation and do something different for yourself. That is more true to who you are and honest to who you truly are. And to the other, if there are others involved as well. That's a big thing. Okay. Yes, that true authority, again, that true authority, which is first and foremost with your own self. And then when you can face that within your own self and know what's best for you, and then you know how best to proceed with that and be that kind, wise authority figure. Yes, directing your power in the best way possible and most mature. So you too, some of you are maturing and learning this about and how to do that. And maybe that's what you've been working through. Some of you, I just got how to voice your needs, who you are, what you want, how you choose to proceed, while at the same time taking into account and being very cautious and mature again about not hurting others or standing up for yourself in such a way that it does the least damage or no damage to those around you. Again, it could hurt somebody's feelings, but you're doing your best to alleviate that, to not do that. But for some, it's still going to, even though you're doing your best approach possible, it still could bring up feelings of hurt in another person. But that's not your concern. That is not your concern. Your concern is you do it as maturely and kindly as possible. And the other person is responsible for themselves. And sometimes I'm getting to that there's not necessarily a good reason why the other person is hurt. So I'm getting some of you are taking control of your own lives, where before you were allowing, if this has to do with another person or other people, that you were before allowing them, or up until now, you have been allowing them to be in at least somewhat control of you and your life because you were receiving something. Well, we all do that at different times in our lives for different reasons, different things. But now you are seeing this is not beneficial for you and you want to move beyond that now. And that is a good thing. And it also assists them in being able to stay in control of themselves and not be in control of anybody else but themselves as well. So that's good. That's good. But okay, yeah, with that red, I'm getting to with the red, I was drawn to the red color. It could anger some or someone that you're dealing with. That's okay. Again, as long as you are staying in your integrity and doing what is best for you and being as kind as you possibly can and being as straightforward and honest as you possibly can, that's all you can do. Again, you're not responsible for the other person. And again, if they're coming off angry, well, I'm just getting this sense, again, this is not all of you necessarily, but whoever needs to hear this, it's because the other person has not been honest and not been standing in their integrity and truly wanting what's best for you. So it's something for them to learn too. So you are assisting them in growing also. Okay, so let's see. Oh, yeah. And also with the red, as you continue to do this for yourself, you are building that strong foundation, that base for you, that solid, long-lasting, stable base for you, so you can grow, and what you put on your foundation then will be solid and long-lasting. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, whoops, I had him upside down. Okay, that's my fault. No, so, okay, so this is the Two of Pentacles. And again, those of you, if you haven't already, look into your natal wheel and start looking at that, because that will assist you to know whether what you are working towards and these masks enable you to see those masks in detail for yourself in the best way possible, and cut to the chase so that you know, and you know factually, that you are doing what is correct for you now. Because the masks we put on have everything to do with what we were programmed with at birth. In our natal wheel, specifically our south nodes, and how we go about living life and thinking and believing, because it's automatic, it's put in our subconscious, that if we do these specific things, we're going to get our needs met. And so this is what you're working with, is what I'm seeing. And so once you see that, if you don't know already consciously what your nodes are, then it's going to benefit you tremendously, because there's no guilt, there's no shame, there's no blame, you or anyone else, because this is your chart. This is what you came in with, what your personal work is to work through. This is your privilege, and this is what will free you. And in being able to once and for all take off that mask and never ever throw it away, burn it. You'll never ever need it ever again. And you will see why you've been going through certain experiences that you have. It's been necessary for you. It has everything to do with your south node of the moon. Absolutely, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. None of us get out of that. But when you read it consciously, then you personally are taking personal responsibility, and then is when you can and have that will and that freedom to consciously do something different. Do something different. Finish your own creation. It's very beautiful. Okay, so Two of Pentacles has to do with, to me, you've been weighing something. Some of you have been going round and round in a cycle. That's normal. That is what we do, what we all do. Even after, some of us, that we know consciously what our nodes are, it takes time and reading them over and over again. And you can look at, if you already know what your nodes of the moon are, and you want to look back in some of my past viewer requests, I've done several. They might be yours, zodiac sign, and or your house placement. But if not, and you'd like me to read yours now, send me an email, leave me a comment, and let me know what they are, and I will absolutely do that. And I can also send you copies, written copies for yourself, which is a good thing to have too, because that then takes care of two different ways. When you see it on a video, and then you personally read it, and you keep reading it every so often, and or looking at the videos, you will always, something new will come out, and you will learn something new, and it will free you in a new way. You will be able to see something different, and it'll just be very freeing for you. Absolutely. Okay. So yes, that's what I'm seeing. So you've been going through quite a bit of pain, quite a bit of up and down. Life could have been tumultuous for you recently. And so, yes, you're wanting to Stop this merry-go-round, stop this cycling, and have some tangible physical stability for yourself. Well, this is how you do it, and it's not just going to be physical, it's going to be solid inside first, and then it will show in your environment absolutely what's going on inside, which is what you're seeking, because you want that long lasting, forever. No more cycling. Absolutely. That's what you're desiring. That's what I'm getting for some of you. And some of you just might not know how to go about it yet. Well, again, astrologically wise is the way to go about it. It's the only way I know of to know exactly what is been programmed in your subconscious at birth. Okay. Believe me, I've tried other ways and they didn't work. It didn't work. I came back to and finally saw the truth and faced my personal truth. Okay, and all right, so here, yes, this is the High Priestess. So you have a lot of inner wisdom, a lot of internal guidance, ability to see, to hear the things that are not seen with the eye, with our eyes. You have a special gift or gifts that you are unlocking, I'm getting, for some of you, as you continue opening yourself up and taking your mask off, unblocking that subconscious blockage that you were born with. Researching, reading. I was drawn to her book. She has a book. And reading about yourself, bringing that out into the open, will open up and expand. You are a great intuitive. You could be a natural tarot reader. You could be a psychic, a medium, whatever it is. Again, it's general reading, but you have that naturally strong gift. But until that can be unleashed, until that can be truly opened up and accurate, it's getting out and taking care of your subconscious programming first. Absolutely. Okay, what else for Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, okay, that one wanted to come out. Yeah. Knight of Swords. So yes, you have been either... Okay. Okay, several things are coming to me, so let me just take a second here. Okay, for some of you, you have been getting intense, fast-moving, like stormy information. It's coming really fast and furious, and it could be chaotic. It's having it with this Knight of Swords. He's facing the High Priestess. So to me, the first message is intuitive hits. You've been getting a lot of them, and they could even be chaotic or stressing you out because you're not able to process that. You're not able to understand what they mean for some of you, and some of you, they're coming in so quick and fast that you're having a hard time. You're having a hard time deciphering what is real, what is not. Some of you are getting two different ways that you could go, and you don't know which way to take. Again, especially when you haven't, or you are in the process of taking care of and fleshing out all of that subconscious programming, when it's intuitive stuff, specifically with you, Virgos. This is anybody, but I'm getting it really strong with you as well. There are a couple of other readings that I've gotten it from, and I've had to say this as well, but this is with any of us that have intuitive abilities. Before you can totally count on them as accurate, the information you are getting intuitively, however you're getting it, it doesn't matter. Virgos, it behooves you to just put those, just okay, you've got those intuitive promptings, okay, just kind of set those aside. And like I was getting with, remember I said the book, don't act on those yet, any of those intuitive promptings, because you could go in the wrong direction, because again, you're still working through, you don't know your subconscious programming, or you're working through that. And so gain facts first before you choose which way to go, before you listen to any of these fast moving intuitive hits you're getting. Get the facts. So, because facts back up your feelings, your intuitive promptings. And again, the best way to back up those facts, to see if it's south nodal, because again, we automatically are going to do our south node. To know if it's south nodal, which is going to feel like the correct way, but it's not the correct way. It will always lead you into a brick wall. And it will become more and more painful, which again, that is what we all do. Before you know, factually, if what is incoming, if what information you're getting, intuitive, or whatever way it is, for some of you, it might not be intuitive, but I'm getting for the most of you, this has to do with your intuition. This has to do with fast coming information. And maybe some of you have, you know you're intuitive, and so you've just been listening to that intuitive guidance. Well, I'm saying now, but it hasn't led you in the correct direction. And now you're seeing something is wrong. Something's not right. Okay. Find out what your nodes are. Your south node. Get that information for yourself consciously. Read that through, because then you will be able to proceed or not. You will know how accurate your intuitive promptings are, this information you're getting. And you'll be able to clear out any of that chaos, and you will know which way to go. You will know how to get yourself out of this cycle. And that is what's going to free you. That's how you will be freed. And then your intuition will be expanded, opened up, cleared, the debris cleared from it, so you will get correct promptings, and you will then know. And then you can start trusting, slowly but surely. Keep backing those intuitions with facts first, and then you will see, as you keep clearing this away, you will become more and more accurate. And that will open up. Those receptor sites will open up. They're blocked. Absolutely, absolutely. They cannot not be. But you have incoming information. You need to make sure that it's correct before you act on anything. Okay, Virgos, whatever it is. If you're already working through your south nodes, you know what I'm talking about, so you already know this. But those of you that aren't, that's why I was being called to say all of that. So again, check your intuition. Check what you think is factual information with your nodes of the moon, your wheel, natal wheel. Look at that. You do that, look at what just came out. 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups. That's the correct move for you, Virgos. And your emotional satisfaction, your happiness, your self-worth, you will be able to count on your psychic abilities, your intuitive promptings, however you see that for yourself, whatever you see that to be, whatever different abilities you have, you do have them. This is who I see you to be. Right here. The High Priestess. She is very intuitive. She's very in tune with herself emotionally. She's cleaned out all of that clutter, all of the lies, all the blockages in her subconscious programming, so that her intuition is right on. And she's very sensitive and able to sense those frequencies, those energies in the environment, with other people, whatever it is, and she knows where they're coming. She knows how to deal with it properly, how to protect herself, how to keep herself, her energy strong and vibrant and high frequency, so that they're not drained from herself balanced, those two pillars, the black and the white, that's balance, that's peace and harmony energetically wise, physically wise, mentally, emotionally. That's you. That's where you're headed, Virgos. The Nine of Cups. And some of you are already reaching that because, again, what I say, you're completing a cycle. You're completing a cycle. And you know who you are. Those of you that are. But anyway, all of you are on the road to your completing your own personal authority within who you are, and that emotional satisfaction, completion with you as the High Priestess. That is outstanding. It's beautiful, Virgos. So keep going, those of you who choose to and know and sense that is, you are on the right track. You are. And those of you who now want to dive in to your south nodes, send me an email, leave me a comment. That is the correct way. It is, absolutely. It can't hurt anything, and you gain everything. You gain everything. And if there's fear, ask yourself, where is that fear coming from? Why? Well, we have been genetically, in our ancestral lineage, all of us, or at least most of us, and we have different variations of these fears that have been input from torturing, from all kinds of horrendous things to make us so that we would stay fearful of true astrology. And that's what I'm talking about. This is what my channel is about. True astrology. The nodes of the moon, which has been covered up, suppressed, because they don't want us to know how powerful we are. Virgos, you are powerful. You are powerful. And now it's time for you to take back your power for real, for good. Okay. Let's see if I can let's get some more details if we can. Get some more details about, let me see here. I always pre-shuffle before I go on camera. So let's see. Not getting what? Whoa! The Knight of Swords. Okay, let me look at that. I'm not gonna, oh wow. Yeah, I'm going to take this. Wow. Okay, Virgos. This is where you're headed again. This is the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. You can't get better than this. This is abundance in all areas of your life. Emotional, physical, mental, spiritual satisfaction, abundance, abundance. And abundance is going to be different for all of you. So, again, this information coming in, you must check it out. It will be such a benefit for you. Check it out. Make sure it's factual before you proceed, because you do that, this is where you're headed. Abundance. The 10 of Pentacles again. This is a huge cycle, a huge completion, because we have two tens. You become your own authority, becoming responsible with who you truly are. Taking off that mask, taking off who you aren't. But you have to find out. You have to. And I don't mean to harp, but I cannot say it enough. I'm just being called to say it again. That south nodes, you must find out what your south node of the moon is. This is your mask. This is everyone's mask. That's the root mask for everyone. And your personal work, and you're being called to take care of it now. You have the chance, you have the privilege. And if that sounds right for you, that's outstanding. And again, some of you are already doing that. You are to be commended. And you keep going, because this is where you're headed. The 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups. Absolutely. Okay. And I just got some of you too with this information, and continuing to do your fact checking with your intuition and your emotional intuition, checking it with facts. This information coming in that you're getting, you're going to be confirmed that you're on the right track, and it's leading to your abundance. So some of you who have been doing it already, you're going to come into abundance. That's some of this information coming in for you, because you've been working through this. All right. Okay. So, wow, Virgos, that's outstandingly awesome. So that's all I have for you. Until next time. Bye.